guys, it's me, Singing Pothead, and here is a very, I wouldn't say quick, it's like 20 minutes long, dorm. So, I just wanted to do this in, kind of the light of Sims University, which I talk a little bit about, a lot of it about in my live stream. So basically I've started doing live streams, which is not new because I was doing that on Twitch, but I'm doing live streams now on YouTube because I guess I have more of a viewing on YouTube. I don't know if the people who use YouTube are most likely going to be interested in the things that I have to say in my live streams, but it's entirely up to my viewers. Sorry. I'm trying something new. I'm kind of, I film myself building the house, and I guess that's like, and I have like my voiceover, so I guess that's like less interesting when I do that. So I'm going to try this new thing where I'm talking to you guys, like in the video, straight looking at you, but also as I build my house. So I realized that iMovie lets you do that. I did not know that you could do that with your phone, which is really cool because it's like I don't have to pay for it, and the software that I used to use doesn't let you do that, and also you have to pay $20, and apparently that wasn't a lifetime thing, that was a yearly thing. So I decided to be kind of inspired by my dorm that I had at Smith. So yeah, I always name drop it. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. But yeah, my last year I was in an apartment, but before that I was like kind of going to different dorms, and this one was kind of like we had different areas of our campus. We had like the weird people, we had the socialites, which were like, drinking, like liking to talk to each other, but we were at Smith and most of the people were weird, so we were kind of like the stonery, like hipstery, I don't know, antisocial, I would say. So it kind of, we got our own kitchen. Other people had their own cafeterias in their building, so instead of having like a giant cafeteria, we had one in every single house, but it was shared between three houses, or if you didn't have a cafeteria, then you would have your own kitchen, which was cool. So yeah, we were like, after I moved out of this apartment, which is like dorm, it was funny because we started sneaking into other people's because like we started to realize we like to cook our own food. And I have like a lot of dorm issue stories, so I think it's really cool that the university, like, you're able to actually have like different kinds of roommates, like people who throw parties without telling you, and then people who have messy, clean, like leaving you like really like passive aggressive notes and things like that. So I think that's really funny because my roommate and I, like, she was super nice, but definitely more normal than I am, and I guess I just didn't realize how unequipped I was to live with somebody at the time. So unfortunately she had to be the one to kind of like teach me that, and like realize that like I can't live with other people like as much as I would love to. Like, I'm literally a burden upon people. And even when I make the effort, like, my living ways is like not ideal for like anybody. So I actually got authorized to have a single after that, and she kind of like left. She left too without telling me that she was doing that. So we were both kind of like out. It's like done, and I had chinchillas at the time, so that was actually really funny as well, because it was just like I was a whole mess. Like, I didn't know what normal, like I definitely didn't have a normal living college life, and that went on for 4 years, and it like went like pretty much like like peaked a little bit and then went and then came back up towards the end. But yeah, I think it's like nice because we have like, I love the common spaces, even though like I became really antisocial and I was not into that really. Like in the beginning I was like always in the common room because like they had a TV, and like I love watching TV. It's like one of the only things that I do, and it didn't occur to me that like you could have your own TV in your room and stuff like that. So once I got my own room, like I never went to the common spaces. And so my single, after having lived with my roommate, like was literally a closet. Like, it was probably like maybe the smallest place I've ever lived in, big enough for like, it wasn't like as small as the bed, but like my face was up against the radiator and like it was spraying shit in my face and it like numbed my entire lip, which was really funny because it was numb for like 2 months. So yeah, that was my college experience. And then I got a double that was only for me, which was cool. So it was a lot bigger, and my chinchilla had babies. Long story short, like, I was a mess, and then my friend moved in with me into my like it was just like, yeah, nothing was really traditional. I was like living with her in this like double that had like 1 bed and 5 chinchillas and her cat and her. And then my junior year, after that whole incident, got a lot better because, when things get really low, all they can do is go up. So yeah, if you couldn't tell and you didn't watch my stream, I have bangs now. I cut them myself yesterday. Talk a little bit about that in my live stream. So my whole thing about the live stream is that somebody had commented on one of my videos, like, saying, like, do you stream on Twitch? And like, I used to, but I stopped doing it because I didn't think that like anybody was really, that interested in watching me. I think I'm just like an antisocial person too, to the point where like I can't really interact with people as I'm playing The Sims. Like, people chatting. Like, I don't know how to play. Like, how do people do that? Do they just do their own thing and then people in the chat room just kind of like talk about what you're doing? I don't know, but I guess like since I'm kind of getting more traffic on my website now, like about 400 views a day on the weekends and then like half of that during the week, that I'm more likely to have people kind of watch my live streams on YouTube, even though like nobody really like subscribes to me with the bell notification, which I'm guessing is like when you're notified that the person is streaming, which is fine. Like, I don't mind about that, but like, whoever comes, and like I don't really mind if nobody's watching because like, I love playing The Sims and I love like, it would be funny just to be able to, like, have it not be just an inside joke and have other people kind of, like, laughing alongside me, but that's fine. So I really like this bathroom, actually. If only I had bathrooms like this, with, like, this nice little center, like, sinks and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I think, like, the CC really helps make all of these, like, dorms look really nice, but I also think that, like, I wish I could put on the gallery, but if you were to download down the gallery, it would be like completely empty unless you were to download the CC, which I still don't know how to do. Maybe there's like I think it's like if you download it and then like in the trade importer it says like which CC it includes that you don't have, and then you can like look it up or something. Yeah, but the only problem with this dorm is that I feel like I've added like an uncomfortable bathroom, because the bathroom was like in oh yeah, sorry, my cat is sleeping next to me. I showed him in the live stream a little bit. He's really cute and being sweet. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, the good thing about doing the audio is that I can kind of just like, if I'm going off, like, off topic, I can kind of like pull it back, but anyways, yeah, so each bathroom, the bathrooms, yeah, I added it, like, on the outskirts of I feel like it's out of the center of the house, so you have to go through the kitchen to go to it. I might add, like, a small bathroom, like, in the entrance and take away that desk, because I'm like, we don't really need a desk there. That was just for people who kind of need their own space to do work but don't want to be in their room. But I think I might do like one single bathroom there, which is what my old dorm actually looked like. So I didn't have any triples because I'm just like, honestly, I don't know how people would live with 2 other people. That's just like horrible. Like, I don't know if they like gave them a discount where like, hey, if we give you a triple, you don't have to pay as much to go here. And then in that case, I guess like it makes sense. But yeah, just like 3 people, and also like there isn't enough space in this dorm to do that. So I decided, everybody gets like a dresser, they get like a bed, nightstand, some of them get bookshelves, mini fridges, that kind of deal. But Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could add a little bit more decoration. I'm not that kind of person who had decoration in my dorm room. I just felt like it was so impermanent that, and also I just don't have the eye for design. If you can't tell, I just have like a hanging, dream catcher here, and like, I have horrible taste in curtains and a fan, and like my painting that I made, and my boyfriend over my bed, and then I have like all my artwork on this side that's just like literally a mess. But if you really want to see, I guess maybe for another video I can show you. But yeah, I don't understand people who can make their whole room look nice, because especially if you have to like take it all down. The day that I have my own place that I can like not feel like I'm like, gonna get penalized or something, maybe I'll engage with it. But like people who spend money on curtains and stuff like that, I don't know. But the thing that's a good thing is that they did for the university was the furniture was very realistic for dorm furniture, because that IKEA kind of box looking simple ass furniture is definitely like the look that they're going for. And I guess it was easy for them to do because it's like easy, like, Maxis match type furniture. So people are all, oh my god, the clothes are so cute. I'm like, it's not hard to make I feel like they're making more effort to make ugly clothes than to make nice looking clothes that are easy to make. Like, why use, or at least use the same amount of effort, but make ugly clothes? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And like, also a question about like, the L-shaped stairs are cool and everything, but like, I don't think I'm understanding how this looks in like real life. Is there a way to put like a wall down where the stairs are? Because I feel like it would be better than to have like an awkward stair above you but not be able to put anything underneath. So I'm still trying to figure out how to use the L-shaped stairs. It's really like hard I wanted to have like a common space on every floor. But there's like really not enough space because unless like these dorm rooms are going to be huge, and then I feel like the game's going to crash or something. But I really did take up a lot of space for these bathrooms, so I really hope, like, I'm really glad for this this pack, because all I like to do is just watch my Sims like build stuff and then see them interact with it. So I feel like now that we can have roommates, it's like I can really build this place and like only have to, like, I tried to do this with like, the Full House mod, and basically be able to have more than 8 Sims, but really just control one Sim. And then I had like 24 of my family members or something, and like I made it so that the doors could lock them out, and then like just have me living in like one of the houses. But then it ended up being like a huge nuisance because like, the game was crashing. It was a huge lot. There were like 24 people. But now I guess the game is like built for that, so hopefully it can work now. But I was really liking this specific bedroom. I feel like I put one single, or like a really narrow single, so that kind of sucks to have that. But this one had like, I like how I downloaded a fan CC that like turns, which is interesting. And yeah, I guess like really weird shaped rooms, very cramped, but that's college, guys. Like, I don't know what everyone's expecting. Maybe should have had like a single on the first floor, but like there isn't even like room for that. Because I don't know, I feel like it should be like wheelchair accessible. That's why I was making wheelchair accessible bathrooms. But I mean, it's, I'm being understanding, but like there are no people in wheelchairs in The Sims, so I guess like I don't have to make that like too realistic. But I did do this. This reminded me actually, because I made a boarding school it was a boarding school for a program that I was doing through my school. Like actually building a school and stuff like that, and I used The Sims to do it, and basically found an excuse to play The Sims for that entire class, like a whole semester of just playing Sims and building the school, which is like fun for me. And I would got like an A on it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, and like everyone in my group was like, oh my gosh, like you made that whole thing, like you're so talented, and like da 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 da. And I was just like, I'm getting praised by these genius people for having made a school in The Sims. Am I in like cloud nine? But I mean, you know, you take what you can get, and I basically made like school, like classrooms. Like it's like a classroom school, but then on the other side was like dorms. But they had like I had those bunk beds where you can like have stuff under the bunk bed, so it like keeps space. So the rooms were a lot smaller, but like had more stuff. But I feel like here it's like I want to give them room to have some kind of like identity. So it'll just be really interesting to see the way people interact with this build. But yeah, so I do want to like find out how I can, like, I'm not keen on building like a viewership per se. Like I am, because everybody kind of wants that. Like I've been making videos like this since I was a kid, but like this is the first time I'm actually getting like, it's really like cool to be that person that people look up and like watch their tutorials and do what they do. Because I mean, like that's how I figured out how to do it. I used to watch these YouTube videos, and now I'm the person making these videos, which is really cool. But how do I become like more useful? How do I get out there more? Like my Instagram is a failure, and I mean nobody really watches my speed builds, so what am I mean, it's the tutorials, I guess. And I don't know, I think I'm just gonna try and live life, maybe on the vacations try to be like more engaging, because I mean like I don't really comment and things the way other people who get like really build their viewership do. But anyways, I guess I didn't talk much about what I was doing, but you guys can kind of like watch. It's redundant, kind of, maybe giving you some inspiration.
Hey guys, so thanks for watching my speed build. I just wanted to say that if you could comment below if you have any recommendations for any tutorials that you want to see or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below, just because I want to know what you guys want to see, and there will be streams out shortly, so look out for those. Keep on simming, guys, and have a good Sunday. Bye!